Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about when I say you, it's universal, and I'm talking about myself. You know how that goes. See you? But yeah, what a great way to start off a video. But anyway, have you ever been online for quite a long while and you find somebody or a couple, married couple, and you know, you like watching videos, or for some people it's reading like journals, people's journals, online blogs and stuff like that, whatever is the case. And anyway, there's a lot of activity all of a sudden. But when you do, you kind of get like, you see the people age, develop, and things actually happen. You know, things are actually happening in their life, and they're very open about it. They talk about things that you yourself wouldn't, or you notice things that they're trying not to say, but you see that the response. I mean, the responses and what comes from that. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what's going around here, but there's so much glass. Like, people were having a party, like today's Sunday, and I've never seen it before out here. But it looks like a bunch of glass, like people throwing bottles. What was going on? So I was dodging those, what in the world? Anyway, but have you ever done that? You're watching somebody, and then you start to get a little bit on the worried side about somebody you've been watching on and off, not like not every video, like you're watching every video, to each their own if they do. But you just kind of, start to see things that you, like, oh, that's not good. It's not, really, that's not good. Something's going on there that's not healthy. Okay, like between a married couple, or, friends, or whatever it is, adults now I'm talking about. But something's just not healthy, and you then maybe even start to worry about them as time goes by. So, have you ever done that? Is that when you kind of start paying a lot more attention and saying, okay, I don't know what's going on, but what can you do about it at the same time? I thought I'd sit here for a little bit and let them finish my order I called in. And plus, get off that road. There was somebody beside me. I guess they couldn't figure out whether they wanted to pass me or get behind me or what. So many distractions right there, right when I started this video off. That was not even funny. But anyway. Okay, so see, this is a situation that I had noticed. I don't point out, what social media platform it's on. I don't point out, don't say their names. I don't say, anything that's going to really, that I think, because, I mean, the odd chance of other people watching, the exact same person, because I have a variety of interests. But I don't think it's that common, I mean, unless it's a part of something that is real, like there's a lot of drama going on right now, and this is not. Okay, so there. That makes sense, didn't it? But anyway, it's somebody I've watched on and off. I don't really care for either one of them. It's a married couple, and they're younger than I would say. I don't know. Say around 7 years or so, maybe more. I really don't know for certain, but I'm not a fan of theirs. I'm not, and I don't like their ways of thinking about things. And there was one thing I had a similar interest in, and that was it. And I'm not gonna name that either. Yeah. Okay, now watching me make a video, or already have in the past, and it's more pointed in the direction of who it is, but no, or what social media platform. But anyway, the point of what it is that's bothering me is it seems like he has become, the husband in the videos has become very controlling, and I've always suspected he was just a user, he was using her. and that once he gets whatever he wants, he's going to divorce her and take as much as he can from her, to get as much as he can. Basically, that sums it all up. The worry, the concern I have. Okay, I definitely wasn't born that close to yesterday. I didn't just fall up off the turnip truck. What other kind of expressions do people use? But yeah, I'm not much of a mantra person. I probably get them all wrong, or many of them. But yeah, I do. And as time goes by, like I say, I don't watch them on a regular basis. It's like maybe sometimes once a month, if even then. I might just check in, and because they just have bad, their views, their everything about them is just not like mine, and I just don't appreciate them. I don't, differences, you can have your differences, but some of this stuff is just like, nah, it's not something I can personally, I know it's going to make me sound worse, but no, some of it's just disgusting. I'm going to put it that way. Yeah, some of it's just disgusting. And then, but this part of it does bother me. Even though it's somebody, these two I don't, I'm not a fan of, but, oh, I'm losing my voice. But I worry, I can have empathy for people I don't like. Some people can't have empathy for people at all. They lack empathy. That doesn't mean 100%, but lack doesn't mean 100%. But yeah, they just basically lack it. But I can feel it even for like these. I'm not a fan of these people. I don't feel it for him. I feel it for her. To be in a relationship where she seems oblivious to it. But they put it out there. Are they acting? I don't think so. I think all of it comes off as really, really real, not acting, real life. And is she just naive and, she just doesn't see it, or is she too involved in her own mind about her own things, what she wants and who she thinks she is, when I don't see her that way. She sees herself as really high up, and I don't see it that way. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's safe to say is I just don't, I'm not a fan of people who see themselves as way up high on a totem pole, when they're, like on subjects that they are not voices of authority on. But they think of themselves as when they really come down to being hypocrites. My goodness, what in the world? We were supposed to have like really high pollen today. It's February 19th. 2023, when the pollen was supposed to be extremely high. I'm guessing it is, and I'm responding to it here. Oh man, I had to cut it, cut the clips several times before I, turn them off. Whatever, make a clip. Anyway, let's get back on this. But you see what I'm saying? Somebody who sees themselves kind of like high and mighty, higher than, holier than thou. In kind of, like I said, in a topic, they bring up topics that they are not voices of authority on, but they act like they are. Okay, that's this woman. That's both of them do it, but she mainly, and she seems to think she's superior, but she's not. The topic, she doesn't really know what she's talking about. Okay. And you say, well, how do you know? Because I do know. Taught at college and university. I have a clue on those particular topics. But I'm used to it. I'm both a social and behavioral scientist. And in both of those majors, sociology and psychology, one of the things they teach is that everybody, that's a little bit of humor there. But many people think that they're sociologists. Many people think that they're psychologists just because they've lived. It's not the case. But, I'm talking to I've earned my degrees, believe me, both in, the universities and in, like I call it, the Ivy League University of Hard Knocks. Yeah. So I've got both. But this woman, she just, and it's not just that, there is something like if you look up narcissistic behavior, narcissistic personality disorder. I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm not saying she has that. But look at one of them, and it's basically they want people to... How does it go? I did not bring a little bitty book I could have looked at, but they basically want people to acknowledge them for having some kind of a like credentials. I'm gonna put it in my own paraphrase here, like some kind of credentials they don't have. They think that everybody should see them as really, these like I just said, people who have voices of authority on particular topics, and they're not. Okay, so, boy, I said a whole lot just to say all that. But yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of hers. Her whole attitude and his just seems abusive. Like, he thinks women are just, women are supposed to mind their man, and he's supposed to be aggressive and, tell her how the cow eats the cabbage and everything. Just so totally chauvinistic pig even. Makes jokes, chauvinistic jokes. I don't think they even call that these days chauvinistic pigs, but, to strike the pigs part. But chauvinist. Really. And so I'm not a fan, but I can feel sorry for her. For having, is this a response of hers to, being with somebody like him? 24/7 probably, 365 it seems like. Never known them to be apart, but like I said, I don't watch them all the time. So, okay, but, how many have ever noticed that, a big thing was always, when I was younger, about couples having equality with them. It was an issue that many people were fighting for, that there would be this kind of equality between husband and wife. I think some younger people, I know some younger people never have experienced, may have never truly experienced what we did when we were young. Baby boomers were young, and it was so much on that the husband was a ruler, even before our generation, or the older baby boomers and before them. And the woman really had no voice. And this guy that I'm talking about, seems like he wants a return of that, or that it's never not existed. He believes that this is how it is, and period, that's how it's always supposed to be. And just very, like I said, chauvinistic with it. And it just, it's like you can feel just how filthy this person is. And how that, he's using her for his own gain, and then how he gets very angry if she doesn't, like when they're together, in the video, and she's not treating him like he is Lord and Master. We only have one Lord and Master. So, and it's not him. It's not this guy. It's disgusting. It really is. How he sees himself, his blown up, like huge. What he is. He is the man. Oh. Anyway, I have two of them I want to talk about. The other one's kind of like, it's on her, but not really. That's a different one. But anyway, I think I'll wrap this one up. I need to go and see if my food's ready. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.